we go. Ugh. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you.
Cool.
Coolio. Alright, stream is live and running.
Do this.
Let me know when you're ready for a briefing.
Nearly. Alright, let's brief.
Alright, we are doing our Sunday show at Marianas on a Thursday.
Oh shoot, I need to I need to switch the kneeboard. I switched it to Nella's because I was dumb.
I just have both.
Yeah, I think I had both and I deleted the Marianas one. So anyway, when we're done with the briefing, I'll go do that real quick.
Do you want to do it now since you're thinking about it?
Okay, sure. You might want to invisify my stream.
Oh, I'm not looking at your stream. I have the slideshow going when we brief.
Boards. Alright. Oh, you know what's... Noise. Cool. What? Okay. I am joining the server.
Cool. There's my D10 back. Oh yeah. Nothing like DCS and VR to get your aircraft to take off in your room.
Yeah.
Though, in fairness, it takes off as well when I do it in 2D, so.
Okay.
Already dropping frames again. I'm so curious as to why that is. I'm gonna have to look that up.
Okay, I'm back.
Alright. Ready for a briefing?
Yeah.
Okay. We are doing our final Sunday show at Marianas on a Thursday. We are going to be taking a left-hander out of the Choxon to Golf, I believe it is.
I think that's right.
And taxi down to Juliet. You'll go on my left side on Juliet. And we'll hold short of 2-5 left, I believe. Nope, that's wrong.
2-4 left.
2-4 left, yeah. At which point we'll do our takeoff checks. I will detach you, and we'll roll onto the runway and do a 270-ish turn back towards crowd to line up 2-4 left, at which point we will line up and wait. We'll do our final takeoff checks and briefing before doing a section takeoff maneuver. Then it will be show as run, right turnout out of the Delta breakout for a left pitch brake to land on 06 left?
Yep.
06 right?
06 right.
Yep. Do you want me to cut the angle short?
No, fly whatever's comfortable. I will adjust.
Got it. Okay. So in which case we'll do the away from crowd angle. For that, stagger will be left. We will hold short of the wires on the on the west side. West side? Yes, on the west side, on the northwest side of the runway.
Yeah.
Then we'll back taxi to, I think it was Foxtrot. And then take a left onto Golf. We'll go well clear on Golf for individual right 180s into chocks.
Yep, sounds good.
Okay, any notes before goals?
I don't believe so.
Cool. My goal to the show, it's been a very chaotic week, so I'm just trying to be present and ahead of the show. So, and also, additionally, my goal is to try and nail an inverted tuck over roll.
Yep,
Haven't done it yet.
right.
Don't think I'm going to do it tonight, but that's a goal, and I'm going to set it for myself.
All right. Yeah, my goal is similar to you. It's been a busy week, and I'm tired, so I think I could easily get mentally out and have trouble recovering. And so I just want to stay positive and fresh and, resetting mentally as necessary in order to fly a good show.
Awesome. Any notes before we break?
Nope.
Let's remember to have fun, because that's why we're here.
Mm-hmm.
All right. We're ready to break. I'm going to switch inputs.
That's good.
BrotherLeb, you got me?
I'm clear.
Awesome. I have me. Do I have you? I have you.
Hello.
Actually, hold up. Speak
Check,
again?
check. 1,
Yes,
2,
I've got
check,
you.
check.
Awesome. I have our streams, which means we are good to go. Just kill Discord here. And get myself centered in the aircraft. And then we can roll. That is definitely not where this thing goes. Give me 1 second here. Getting my controls into their right places. They definitely weren't. Oh, that's bad. Yeah, that'll do. That'll do, donkey. Not great. But it's the throttle, and I care less about that. Alright. Alrighty. Advise when... Well, actually don't advise. I've unpaused. Set your switches. Pretty sure it's Tuner Tree 2.
We'll find out.
Oh, that's not right either. Alrighty. Advise when ready for startup.
Ready for start.
Battery on, APU on, standby canopy.
Leb.
In 3, 2, 1, mark. Standby right engine crank.
Leb.
And 3, 2, 1, mark. Stand by, right engine forward.
Leb.
Anderson. And 3, 2, 1, mark. Stand by, left engine crank.
Leb.
Left engine crank in. 3, 2, 1, mark. Stand by, left engine forward.
Leb.
Roll left, roll left.
Left engine forward in. 3, 2, 1, mark.
Right control.
Stand by, FCS.
Right controls.
Leb. Go for FCS.
In 3, 2, 1, mark. Stand by, go. FCS and test.
Leb.
Chariots, FCS's go.
Leb.
Got a haircut and the headset feels weird now.
IFA is holding DTC.
Chariots, IFA is holding DTC. Chariots, DTC complete.
DTC complete.
Chariots, up tree, come 1.
Low tree, come on.
Discord, check.
Good check.
Takeoff checks.
Lab.
Check your smoke pressure on. Check your trim set. Check your heading. My heading, 158. Check your altimeter set. 29er tree 2 for a corrected center point elevation of 0 feet. Check your burr warning 0. Check your FCS 12. 30, 30, 30 down 2. Check your fuel seat arm lights out.
Lab.
Check your smoke pressure on. Smoke on. Smoke off.
Good smoke. Good morning, Chariot. Updated winds are out of the east 110 for 4 knot. Check your altimeter set 2992 for a corrected altimeter of 29er tree 2 for a corrected center point elevation of 0 feet and a current elevation of negative down. Let's see, yeah, negative. Should be negative 30. So I have 29er tree 1 for that corrected altimeter.
Chariot.
Chariot squawk 1205. Left squawk 1206. You're clear to taxi. Left out of Chucks on Golf, and then left on Juliet. Hold short. Runway 24 on Juliet.
Thanks, Lab. Clear to taxi. Hold short, Juliet.
Left.
Souls are cleared to taxi. Check your parking brakes off. Church parking up to 75%. Off brakes now. Come and left, go 2 on the right wing.
Left.
Coming easy left. Chariots easing power to 70 and land it roll.
Left.
BrotherLeb, go well clear.
Left.
Chariots come and left go to the left wing.
Left.
Go ladder breast.
Left.
Chariots easy powered idle. Little brakes. Easy brakes. Little brakes. Brakes. Takeoff checks.
Left.
Check your smoke pressure on. Check your lights are off. Check your landing lights off. Check your flaps are half, mine are auto. Check your waypoints in the box showing waypoint 1 at 0.4 miles. Check your altimeter set to barometric and set to 29er tree 1. Check your dispenser's bypass and your seat is armed. Check your heading. My heading 022.
Left.
Check your parking brake is off. Cherry's powering up to 70%. Off brakes now. BrotherLeb detach.
Left's detached.
Coming left. Okay. Little brakes. Easy brakes. A little more brakes. Brakes. Souls were clear for takeoff. Updated winds are 110 for 4. That's a left tailwind. Check park brake is off. Maneuver our section takeoff maneuver.
Left.
Check your park brake is off. Let's warm up.
Off brakes now. Blowers ready now. Blowers ready now.
See ya.
Ready, hit it.
Cheers, clear.
Wings level, smoke on, blowers ready now. Smoke off. Clear.
Cheers, 2.2.
Go clear 1.
Cheers, got the flap glitch.
Oh no. Three miles. 3.5. 4 miles. Mark.
I'm on your beam.
A beam.
I'm gonna take a mark.
Good take it.
Stand by, mark it.
Four miles. Mark 4.
Chariots in for the right knife edge.
I'll do the right knife edge. .5 mark. .5 mark, sorry.
Smoke on.
Correct.
Contact smoke off. Ready, hit it.
Clear.
Stand by, roll, and pull. Stand by, roll. Stand by, roll. Stand by, roll.
Clear.
Roll. Chariots clear and clear in front of the crowd for the opposing inverted to inverted rolls. 1.7 mark.
2 miles. Had the wrong waypoint set, but I fixed it.
Alright, so I do the
2 miles.
checklist.
Mark.
Half behind.
You got it. 3.5. 4 miles. Mark.
Lemon on your beam.
A beam.
Lemon on your take a mark.
Go dig it.
Stand by, mark it.
.4 miles. Mark 39.
Chariots in for the left inverted.
That was the left river. .3 miles. Mark 403. .2 miles. Mark 39.
Ready, hit it. Smoke on.
All right,
Got
all
it.
right.
Contact look good. A little drive. Ready, hit it.
All right.
Stand by, roll. And pull. 155.
Left.
Stand by, roll. Chariots clear and clear behind the crowd for the Fortis. Coming left, hooks coming down.
Contact. Check smoke.
335, smoke off. Ease and power, 330, a little more pull. 320. Ease the pull, rolling out 310. Souls behind the crowd, setting up the opposing MRT. The Fortis, check your lane lights on.
You'll have your chair.
Chariot, easing more power. We're in close.
Left.
Adding a little power, 300. Easing a little power, coming left. Coming further left comes the pull, a little more pull. Stand by the gear. A little more pull. Adding power. Adding more power. Turn left hand turn for the Fortis, gonna flat hook up, bars up.
Let's get a hit down flexible.
A little more pull. Ease in the pull and roll it out. The Fortis. Quarter outboard.
Left.
Easing power. Power set. Chase rolling in.
Clear.
Inboard. Low. Center point. Chariots pushing out. Rolling out. Coming back left. Set. Stand by the gear. Hook. BrotherLeb, knock it off.
Clear.
Chariots clear and clear behind the crowd for the MRT, State 9-1.
Left 8, needs up.
Sorry about that.
You good?
Chariot circling 5 miles for the MRT. And Chariot's turning in 5 miles for the MRT. Four miles, Mark 353, working a little angle. Three miles, Mark 348, online. Ish. 2 miles, Mark 350. Looking for 300. 1.5 Mark, MRT. 1 mile, Mark 352. Burners now. Ready, hit it. Good entry.
Flight controlled. Flight controlled.
Ease and the pull comes the pull. Pulling and kicking. Chariot's pushing out. Leveling out 950. Coming right. Comes the pull.
Contact.
Ease in the pull and rolling out. Smoke on. Smoke off. Easing power 345. $360. 375. Souls around the crowd setting up the opposing MRT.
You got 2 Chariot.
Chariot. Coming right. Comes the pull.
Get after it.
Looking for Tree 5. Ease in the pull and rolling out. The opposing MRT a little drive. 5, right? Easing power, smoke on the fleet.
Online, a little fast. Ease and power set.
Smoke off. Ready, hit it. Smoke on. 3 to mark.
A little fast.
Numbers.
Left. Contact.
Look good for Centerpoint Lab.
Lab.
Merge. Stand by, roll. Pull to 40. Stand by, roll. 1, 2, 3, and
Clear.
roll.
Clear.
Roll. Trace clear and clearing in front of the crowd for the opposing horizontal rolls. 2.7 mark.
Match.
My bad.
No, you good. We're okay. 3 miles. Mark.
Let me know on your beam.
I mean,
Let me know on your take mark.
go take it.
Stand by, mark it. Oh, yeah, not that fast.
4 miles. Mark 420 angle.
Chariots in for the left horizontals.
Left, left, around.
Fine clickers.
Left. 3 miles. Mark 405. Two miles. Mark 400 online.
Smoke on.
Contact.
Connect. A little pull. Ready, hit it.
Roll right, roll right.
Burners, pull. Stand by, roll. Burners, pull. Ease in the pull and rolling out 7-8.
A1.
Church clear and clear behind the crowd for the sneak 2 vertical, state 7-4.
Let's say tip by.
Also, my bad, I rolled 3 times.
Reset, we good.
We good. Having fun. Chariot circling 5 miles for C2 verticals. And Chariot's turn in 5 miles C2 verticals on the close runway.
Flat.
Four miles, mark point 77.
A little slow.
3 miles, mark point 81.
Honda.
2 miles, mark point 86.
Pull up, pull up.
1 mile, mark point 89 full burn.
Smoke on.
Chariot clear, point 95.
Ready, hit it. Stand by, roll.
That's more like it.
Flips clear 10,000, close to back.
Close of our Airshow clears!
Flat.
Here's coming left, circling for the solo loop, 4 miles. Here's turning in for the solo loop, 4 miles.
Up clear 10,000.
Chariot. Just in the pull, rolling out. We're way high. Let's dip that nose. 3 miles mark. Late. Wings level, smoke on. Up we go. A little more pull, adding power. Adding more power. Vertical 6-0, easing power, easing more power, a little ease. Comes the pull, a little more pull. Ease the pull. Ease in more. Pull. Adding power. Go. Diamond Stinger. Smoke off. Chariot attach. Chariot attach, boss. 280. Almost. Mark. 11 on your beam.
Beam.
11 on your ready, take a break.
Good dig it.
Stand by, mark it.
4 miles. Mark 320 burners.
Chariot's in for the right 4 point.
Love that rifle.
Alright. Trim reset there.
3 miles. Mark 410.
On
415.
time.
And at 2 miles. Mark 402.
On time. Smoke on.
Got it.
Got it. Smoke off. Ready, hit it. 1, 2,
All right, all right.
3, 4. Stand by, roll, and pull. Stand by, roll. Stand by, roll. Stand by, roll.
Clear.
Roll. Chairs clear and clearing in front of the crowd for the opposing the opposing vertical pitch. 2 miles. Mark.
Match.
Oh, this is gonna be nasty.
Four miles. Mark.
Lemon on your beam.
A beam.
Take a break.
Go take it.
Stand by, mark it. Yeah.
4 miles. Mark forward.
Turns in for the left vertical pitch. 100.
Flip. 3 miles. Mark 404.
Nice. On time.
Two miles. Mark 401.
On time. Smoke on.
Got it.
Connect. Add it up. Ready, hit it. Yeah. 60. Stand by, Earl, and pull. Power's idle. 45, 40, 35, 30. Horizon. Now 80.
85 little slow.
Connect chairs with bricks.
I was on the gas.
1.5. Mark 380.
1 mile.
1 mile, Mark 370, adding power.
On time. On time.
Half mile, Mark 390, a little pull. Ready, hit it.
Roll left, roll left.
Stand by, roll, and pull. 155.
Left.
Stand by, roll. Chairs clear, and clearing behind the crowd for the inverted tug of a roll.
Left's coming. Left.
Got it.
Corner. 380 adding power. 370. Pulling out a little bank. 360. $55. And there's 350. Adding a little power for 350. Rolling out.
You'll have to, Lib.
Souls behind the crowd, setting up the inverted tug of roll.
Try it.
Adding a little power. This will be a little tight.
Try it.
Coming left. Coming further left. Adding a little power comes the pull. A little more pull. So the 90 for the inverted tug of roll. Ease in the pull. Ease in a little more pull. And rolling out the inverted tug of roll. Easing power. Easing more power.
Try it.
And up we go. Ease a little more power. Ready, hit it. All right.
Smoke on. Oy. Yeah, that's not happening, dude.
Little power.
Chairs somebody over.
Left. A little drive. Ready, hit. Clear. Slow down. Stand by, roll. Pull to 10 degrees. Stand by, roll. Rolling out. Coming left.
Got it.
Ease a little power. And rolling out. 360. Adding power. Coming left. 370. Over left. 375. There's 380. Easing power.
You got 2 low.
Left. Adding a little power. Ease in the pull. and rolling out. Easing power. Sold behind the crowd, setting up the sectional half one.
Chariot.
And we're coming left, easing lots of power. Coming further left comes the pole. Stand by the boards. A little more pole. So the 90 for the section half, but we're wide. We're gonna roll out a little bit.
Chariot.
Gonna square this just a touch. Roll out more bank.
Do what you need.
And set it there. A little pull. We're gonna come back left here in a second.
Do what you need.
Stand by the boards. Hold that angle. 2.5. Easing power 190. Common left. 180. 2 miles mark, 175, rolling out. 170, easing power. Little pull, 160. A little more pull, 155. A little more pull, 150. 145, 140, pull, and that's it, adding power. So, adding more power. Smoke up. We're flat.
Very flat, and I liked it. Center point. Knock it off.
Left. Pull to 60. Coming left.
Chariots, break it left 300, use power.
Contact.
A little more pull, 315. $320, ease and some pull. $330, easing power. Easing more, pull, easing more power, $335. Rolling out some bank, $340. And we're rolling out, $340. Souls are behind the crowd, setting up the opposing, setting up the section breakout, we're in close.
Leb, you got.
Chariot. We're coming left. Coming further left. Comes the pull, a little more pull. A little more pull. Souls at the 90 for the second breakout.
Up.
Ease in the pull and rolling out the section breakout. 3 miles. Adding power, smoke on. 1.5 mark. 1 mile mark. Half mile mark. Ready, hit it. Smoke off. Stand by, roll, and pull.
Contact.
Ease in the pull and rolling out. Easing power 355. Easing more power 360. 365 using more power. Delta's behind the crowd for the Delta roll. Chariot 4-5.
Left 4-4. You got 6-4.
Boss. Coming left. Coming further left comes the pull. A little more pull. Delta's at the 90 for the Delta roll.
Left.
Ease in the pull and rolling out. The Delta roll. Smoke on. Up. We go a little more pull. Okay. Comes the pull, rolling out.
Clear shot.
Ease the pull to level. Adding power. Coming back left. Coming further left comes the pull. A little more pull. That doesn't left-hand turn first, literally. Adding a little power. Smoke off.
Clear shot.
Coming further left. Ease in the pull. And rolling out. The flirtily on the far runway.
Shift it.
Comes the pull. Up we go. Smoke on. Ready break.
Ready, roll.
Smoke off. Stand by, roll. And pull. Connect.
Stand by, roll.
Just there, crossing in front of your nose at 500. Ease and power. Now.
Connect.
40. 460. Adding a little power. A little more pull. Coming further right comes the pull. 465.
Yeah, 2 chain.
Chariot. A little more pull. Smoke on. Ease in the pull. Rolling out. Up. We go a little more pull. Okay. Set. Okay. Set. Smoke off. Go get him.
Clear.
Contact.
Parking 030, 035 for 360, 3000,
Contact.
370. Coming right. Coming further right comes the pole 380. .385, adding a little power.
You got 6 miles.
Boss. Delta's at the 90 for the loop break cross, boss. 200.
Chariot 350.
Coming right. Easing power comes the pole. Ease in the pole. And rolling out the loop break cross. Easing power. A little pole to level. Adding power. Adding a little more power. And up we go, a little more pole. Vertical 6-4.
Clear rejoin.
A little ease. Comes the pole. Ready break. 3 right. Smoke. Pop.
Pull up, pull up.
I'm gonna be pretty late. 0.5, mark 470. 1 mile, mark 460. 1.5, mark 450. 2 miles, mark 430. 2.5, mark 7. And 3 miles, mark up we go for G mark. Vertical 4-8. 8 alpha. Horizon, now 7-8 powers up. 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, rolling it. Hair steep. 3 miles, mark. Level in the nose, 2.5, hold, 2.5, mark 410. 2 miles, mark 400. 1.5, mark 398. 1 mile, mark 402. 0.5, mark 400. Smoke. Ah. Boss is clear.
Cheers, sir.
Coming left, easing power, 390. Got a little pull. There's 380.
Correct.
3,
Correct.
360. Ease in the pole and rolling out, 355. .350, holding 350, a little power. We're coming left. Coming further left comes the pole. A little more pull. Delta's in the left-hand turn for the Delta breakout. Right turn out.
Trade, you got 6, boss.
Boss, look for the left and a little more pull. We're a little low. Ease in the pull. And rolling out the Delta breakout. Ease and some power. We're low, smoke on. A little pull to level. Pulling through just a touch. Little drive. Power set. Pitch set. We're online. Ready, split. Set. Smoke. Off. Clear.
Checks clear. 157, 280 at 1300.
Contact.
$295. Coming right, 305. Comes the pull. $315. $320. Ease and a little pull. $325. Solo's in a right. Delta's in a right-hand turn for the left, but to land.
Got it.
$335.
You.
Boss coming further right. Comes the pull. A little more pull. Smoke on. Easing lots of power. Ease of the pull. And rolling out the left. Pitch break to land, adding a little power.
Leopard.
Not the numbers. Left pitch break to land.
Left. Take it.
Center right. Boss breaking.
Left.
280. Ease the pull. Rolling out 275.
Let's roll out 275.
Smoke off. Gear and flaps. Chariots come left 300 leb. 280 leb. $260 leb. $240 leb. $220 leb. $200 leb. $180 leb. $160 leb. $140 all the way leb, going for the wire.
160. 140 all the way, working a little angle.
Cheers, okay.
That's okay.
Holy smokes.
That's okay, Chariot.
Chariot, landing checks.
Up.
Check your smoke pressure off. Check your tabs. Check your flaps auto. Check your landing lights off. Reset your trim and see for seat.
Up.
We'll go well clear on golf for individual right 180s into chocks.
Up.
Check your park brakes off. Chair sprung up to 72% off brakes now. Adding power to 75. Standby cover wagon. Chariot's coming right. Give it to the right wing.
Pushing you,
Chariot. Nice flight, Leb.
Not bad. Well done, sir.
Chariot's easing power to 70 and letting it roll.
Soldier him off.
Ready, split. Reference 25 knot covered wagon.
Lab.
Not my best show.
I did alright. There were good points. There were bad points.
Yes, sir.
Just didn't feel like super out of it by the end, so that felt good.
No, actually, I got more into it as we went.
Yeah, same.
Like, my best stuff was right at the end.
It's a good thing this show site is so much higher than sea level. Otherwise, it would have killed us last.
Yeah, it's easy to do at this show site, though, because there's no ground to scare you. We're actually going to go well clear on Bravo, not Golf.
Copy.
Little brakes. Easy brakes. A little more brakes. Off brakes now. Adding power to 68. Come and left. Give me 2 on the right wing.
Lab.
Come and left. Stay on the right wing.
Lab.
Chariot's adding power to 71 and letting it roll.
Lab.
BrotherLeb, go well clear.
Lab.
Chariot's easing power to 68. Come and left. Coming back right. Coming right for parking, okay. Little brakes, easy brakes, little brakes, brakes. Stand by for canopy and engines.
Lab.
In 3, 2, 1, mark. That's a show.
Lab.
Chariot's coming out from under the hood.
BrotherLeb, you got me?
Loud and clear.
Alright, stream has you as well. Time for a debrief. Alright.
It's a little bit sweaty. This feeling inside.
Of course. That's whenever I turn off the headset that Discord loses you, which is why it happens occasionally. How about now? There we go. Alright, we got you back. I got your back.
We got your back.
Yep.
Boom. Nice. Perfect. Okay, good. I'm glad we're on the same wavelength.
Oh, dude. Always. Always, but the funny thing is that we're on the same wavelength, but the direction that we juke is different.
That's accurate. I zag, you zig.
Yes. Break different directions. Go. Alright, DCS is rocking itself back into life. The maneuvers manual is getting resurrected. We're so close to a debrief. Presenta! Alright, are you ready to debrief?
I am indeed.
Alright, that was our last show at Anderson. This was a fun show site.
Yeah, I like it. The roller coaster runway is
Yeah, that's
maybe not my favorite part.
yeah,
But
not my favorite part. We don't spend a lot of time on the ground here, so that's nice. As far as safeties are concerned, no major safeties on my end. As far as goals are concerned, I don't feel like I achieved either of my goals. I had to knock it off on the inverted takeover roll, and my comms as well as my maneuvers were not on par, and I felt behind the show up until the sneak. So I guess it's the inverse of what usually happens when I get behind the show. But yeah, still not a success for me on either count.
good job. My goal is to stay really positive and able to reset, and I feel like I did do that. There are a number of things that I'm not happy with how that they actually performed, but as far as staying mentally engaged and positive, I did actually stay.
Sweet. All right, let's get rolling. All right. Taxi seemed fine. No issues there. Any notes from you?
Yeah, if I'd actually gone well clear, like for reals, like nose, your nozzles, for the turn on Juliet, I think that actually would have looked good and worked out. But as it was, I kind of correct.
Okay.
So, other than that, it's just a slight sloppy. So,
Dirty roll and takeoff behaved fine, and I couldn't detect the flap issue. But serves me right for not flippy flapping the flaps. So I guess I'm just gonna have to flippy flap the flaps, just because it occasionally happens. So, lesson learned. I'll be flippy flapping the flaps for every single time I did this maneuver. From now on forward. It was not unsafe, just ended up with the flap issue on the outbound, and I had to trim it out, which led to some... I feel like that was the reason I got behind in the show, is I couldn't get past that mentally. So, a lack of mental fortitude for me, and that is a safety, and I will fix it for next time.
yeah, no notes on the takeoff. I think I made to account for that jump, the little kicker.
Yeah.
And it kind of worked. Like it wasn't the lowest of conditions, but it was safe.
Cool. All right. Knife edge. We were set up. Yeah, we ended up being quite a bit left for this. I caught it once we were in the box, so that we actually got on the knife edge for that hit, but we were early enough that I ended up calling the hit at like 0.5 on my ticker to center point, which makes sense if you weren't if you didn't have the right waypoint. So I think we made the most of it, and the clears are fine. No other notes.
Yeah, the maneuver, but I had box.
You're getting quieter, I think.
Sorry, it's away from my face. It's so frustrating. Anyway, not your fault. Yeah, so I had waypoint 0 boxed coming in, and I should have just flown the maneuver as that was and then fixed it on the outbound from the clear. But I was trying to fix it on the way into the box, so then I got low and I was slightly out of alignment. Speeds were kind of all over the place. So, I agree. I think we did make the most of it, and I think the hit is going to be pretty far left. But given what happened, I think um, we made some decent corrections. I pretty gnarly overrolled the knife edge as well, so it's a safety that I'll fix.
All right. Inverted to inverted. I overrolled this again, so that's 3 times in a row, and I won't have a chance to fix it, so I never fixed that safety, and that's a bummer. But I was able to get it evened out without too much like visible correction, I think. We'll see how it looks from the ground. I still had the flap issue going on, so I ended up way nose low on the clear, which is a huge bummer. And a safety, which I will definitely fix for next time by flippy flapping the flaps. And the clear behind crowd was fine, no other notes.
Yeah, my big note was that I did not give any forward deflection on the second inverted, so the nose is dropping. Why is it dropping? But we rolled quick enough that it was never a problem. Then I realized, like, oh right, you normally drive to catch this, and I just didn't do it. So it's a safety. I'll fix it next time.
The Fortis. I was still in my head about the flaps issue. Finally got it trimmed as we turned behind the crowd. We were in a little bit close. I was thinking about that. I was also thinking that I didn't want to drop too much speed in the turn because that's been happening lately, so we've been slow over center point. This time I overcompensated and we're going a bit quick. So once we got lined up, we were a smidge outboard. Just have never been able to get it online at the show site, so that's a bummer and something that I will fix for future shows. When I rolled inverted, I apparently overrolled it because once the jet did its wacko settle thing that happens with this FCS right now, it settled like pointing back towards center point, which was awful. So in order to make sure we didn't crowd violate, I was cheating out slowly over the course of this maneuver. The push out was fine. The rollout, I overrolled it back into. That's a safety. I'll fix it for next time. The rest of the clear was fine.
Yeah, slight fallout on the turn in, slight over rotation relative to you on the rollout, and slight bobble on the clear. No further notes.
Minimum raise turn. This is great. Tons of nose high. Profile was on. Leveled off a little bit below 1,000, but considering the fact that I want to get the jet super wishy-washy, so it looks cool, I'll take it. I made the turn slower behind the crowd this time, and that worked out pretty well. We'll get to that in the opposing minimum radius turn, but aside from that, no other notes.
Yeah, I was a little later than well, this whole show side I've been just a little late, and that actually has worked out for visuals and timing. And I flew you visually around the corner, which ended up getting the lineup to work better instead of worrying too much about heading and things like that. And so we'll have to see what it looks like on the tape. But as far as profile goes and the tack view tracks and stuff, it looks really good. So no further notes. Pretty good maneuver.
Opposing minimum raise turn. Coming around the corner as she comes. That was all fine. We ended up being 5 right, which means that we are still in close, which is weird, considering how little I pulled clearing for the solo minimum, the solo minimum radius turn. But that's fine. We rolled out online, and I actually handed it over to you on speed for once, which is probably why you went fast, because it hasn't happened for like 3 months. So I was proud that we were actually like on altitude, on heading, on speed by the time I handed it over to you. So that was fine. backing off is fine, and the hit should look good. And then I just was at 3.8 Gs all the way around the corner, and it just some mental block or something. I was at the right speed, but I just did not pull enough. I didn't get there until like 15 seconds into the maneuver, which probably explains why we're gonna be like 6 right for the hit, and you had to hang on the blades forever. I recognized this as I was coming back towards center point, and I saw that you were going to be super early, so I punched it up, but I couldn't make up the difference. Um, so I'll take that safety because it made you have to hang it on the blades, and that's unsafe for you. So I'll fix that safety for next time. The clear was fine. No further notes.
Yeah, turn was pretty good. Rollout was solid. I did bring in a little power to get up on your wing line, and you were bringing it back right when you did it to me. But I kind of was able to anticipate it a little bit, but it required me to adjust headly. Bummer. Hit was all right. I smoked on early before your call, so that's my bad. If it looks bad, it's on me. And then I actually just didn't hit my numbers at all at any point during that turn. So it's as much my fault as it is your fault. I was fast when you gave your initial call, so I hadn't gotten to the right airspeed via G. And then when I brought in I brought in a little more pull and I backed off the power with the throttle. And then I was basically just like trying to maintain 380 indicated around the corner as much as I possibly could and not really worry too much about the G, because that was going to screw up other things. And then I was able to identify with like 90 to go that I was way the heck early. So I was slow and was able to get on the blades like you. But I think there was a team effort to screw that up. So I'll definitely take the safety on not hitting the numbers around the corner. Clear is all right.
All right, opposing horizontal rolls. Inbounds are great. We're on profile, on speed, and then I just rolled 3 times. So I delayed my up we go call, and it seemed like you got that, so that's good. But the reason we were low is because I was probably 100 low when we started the maneuver and nose down. So that's why our altitude disparity was what it was. I think we made the most of it, considering everything. But I'll fix that safety for next time. No notes. No further notes, I should say.
Yep. No, no, it's solid maneuver on my end. And I didn't know any of the things that was happening on your side. So. I am curious if it picked up any of like a slight yaw departure in the third roll, because the real jet, that's what they used to do 3 rolls for this F4 era, A4 era, but the Hornet, because it has so much AOA control surface stuff, starts to pick up a wobble after rolls, which is why they didn't more. So I was just curious if it actually did that.
I do enough whack stuff in this jet outside of this that I probably wouldn't notice and would just adjust to it if that was the case. So I'll be interested to see on the tape, like the actual like stream, whether that was the case.
Yeah, it was bad enough that they felt like it was dangerous transitioning.
That would make
It
sense.
doesn't look too bad in the track file or
Yeah.
the tac.
Well, let's move on to the sneak pass. This was great up until about 1 mile. I pulled up to avoid the ILS lights and just struggled to get the nose back down, so I was a little bit high for the hit. Aside from that, no further notes.
I said I was on time and I was a little late, but I thought I could fit it. Quite did. So a little late. And then I also cleared at 90 degrees. I guess it would have been the crowd left. It's not bad. I just sort of committed to it. So, and I was able to fix it for the 4-point progress, but not my ideal.
Speaking of the 4-point, this one felt really good inbound. When it came into the box, I, for some reason, slow rolled it, or at least it feels that way, to the full inverted. No like dangerous conflict or anything. I wasn't crossing flight paths with you, but It just wasn't as snappy as it usually is, but the rest of the maneuver was fine, and my clears are fine. No further notes.
I was a little in close at the a beam call, but then that because of that I was slow, which meant that the space 4 and 3 mile is really long, so that was not ideal. I need to be on spot better. That's a safety I'll fix for next time. The rest of the great.
Vertical pitch. This felt really good into the box. We hit at the exactly right time. And then we're pulling over the top, and I think I ended up pulling faster than you, which is probably why our altitude was different. I could kind of feel it happening, but at the same time, I was like ambivalent as to whether I should change anything, if that makes sense. So I stuck with my guns, and I ended up lower and earlier than you. So I had to bring in the brakes, you had to bring in the power, and we ended up hitting our second hit actually a little bit right of center point. Just because you said you were on time, and I just didn't listen, didn't put my brakes back in. So that's on me, as I carried too little speed into the one after the 1 mile mark. So I will be more attentive and responsive next time, and I'll fix that for next time. The clear was fine, no further notes.
Yeah, you kind of talked about all the board stuff. I think, yeah, I'm not pulling the same amount as you, and so you're technically leading. I need to match. It seems like your initial G onset's 3, and mine is closer to 2.5 Gs. So I think that might account for some of it. But once you start calling your pitch ladder, like I can match that. Didn't. So yeah, that's on me. Try to that sure. Yeah, and then I did what I could to get us in the right spot into the box. And I was actually a little like flummoxed. Man, I was like right on it, and I'm going real fast. And I slowed it way down, and worked out okay. Not. Yeah, clear was good.
All right, invert took over roll. Yeah, I got tucked in on time. We went through the turn, and I was perfectly lined up right before we hit the inverted. We hit the inverted, and I'm in a really good spot, and suddenly you just take off, like climb. Maybe I just didn't put enough push in. I don't know what happened, but you start to take off, like climb away from me, and I just jammed the thing into full nose forward and could not catch you. And so by the time I catched you, we were close enough in. I was far enough out of parameters that I was like, this is not safe to continue for me. So I bailed out. So I will be better at catching that for next time. That's a safety that I'll fix for next time.
Yeah. Setup is pretty good. Turn in to showbox is pretty good. Lineup is all right. Yeah, and then the hit. For some reason, it was just really nose low once I got the wings level inverted. So I put in a lot of push to catch it, and I normally do. I don't think I did anything that different, but just it resulted in. I think I got a little nose high inverted after that, and just climbed a ton. I think I just put in flexion than I should have. So that one's on me. Your life. The rest of the maneuver was standard because one of us and those.
All right, section high alpha. Yeah, I mean, you're making some adjustments to get into the box. None of them are an issue. Um, Once we rolled out to that set point, I scooched out because I realized that if I didn't, I was gonna have to like make some wicked adjustments to get line abreast of you while we were like at 180 and lower knots. So I was like, that's not safe. So I scooched out early and just kind of like sat line abreast of you around the corner, which actually worked out well. I noticed that we were over the field by the time we were like 150. So when we went to the set, I didn't end up snuggling it in at all. I kept it at a distant beam this time because I didn't want to try and snuggle it in and then like get wobbly over center point. as I tried to like really lock in. So for the sake of a stable maneuver, I kept it at a farther distance than usual, which worked out pretty decently. And the clear was a little nose low, but nothing too dangerous, and no further notes.
Yeah, so because I was leading the clear from the previous maneuver inverted tug roll, we were in a different speed regime, place in the sky, and a bunch of other things. So we were very, very far out behind crowd. And I didn't really identify it until we were like at the 90. Still got a ways to go downrange travel to try and back to center line. We've only got 90 degrees left to go. So I think the adjustments I made were pretty good. I communicated them effectively, but then we only really had 2 miles set. Get all that worked out. Which I think you made really good adjustments, and I flew a pretty smooth profile, all things considered. It's just going to be a little short, a little loose. So that's on me. Fix it for next time. Clear's fine for the notes.
All right, rejoin for the burn 270. We were in a smidge close by about 0.2 miles. So the turnaround, the corner was a little sharper than it usually is. We actually ended up rolling out online. We're still high. I think we did the hit at about 500, which I'd rather do at around 250, but I didn't want to make too many adjustments either on the turn or the rollout to adjust altitude. Rather just get online and stick it where we could. So that's what we did, and felt like the hit and the turn were good. No further notes.
Yeah, major note was just that I was real in close on the rollout, so I was worried about a wing overlap, which may be just a little timid getting like ready to be this level on altitude. So just like I didn't quite get snuggled until tide went. But yeah, the maneuver and hit were pretty solid.
All right, delta roll. Rolling up behind the crowd to set up the delta roll. We're going a little bit fast up the hill, so I eased the power out. And as we were coming in the corner, I noticed that it was dropping. And I was like, you know what? We're just going to stick with it because the last couple times I've adjusted for that, it's made us go too fast. I'm actually glad that we did that because the roll itself and the pull out at the end felt a lot more controlled than when we're going a lot faster. And at this particular show site, given the fact that there's so much control authority at slow speeds here at Anderson, I felt like that didn't really affect the maneuver that much. I'm actually pretty happy with how that ended up. The pull out at the end isn't normal, so that probably caught you out. So I'd rather not have to pull. But for the sake of safety, I did. So that's something that I'd rather not have happen, which would mean giving it a little bit more speed. So I'll keep tweaking that, and I'll fix that for next time.
Yeah, I was able to get tucked in around the corner. And basically, I don't have a whole lot of notes. I felt like it was very which relatively easy to follow, and I was in until we were inverted. And then I started thinking about like what my rudder puts needed to be instead of just flying a jet and acting. And so I put in the wrong one, and I fell out to like well clear and beyond on the second 180 of the. And so it wasn't actually the pullout that did it. Just kind of I got a little behind the pace of the maneuver, trying to correct it. Did the wrong that. I didn't bring actually backing up a step at the 90. I didn't bring in quite enough power either to stay in position. So then I brought in power, and then I had to pull a bunch of it out once we got to. Kind of spooked myself, and my wing angle was off. There's a whole host. I did that rudder thing. At that point, we're off. So, I think the big note or the big takeaway is that like if I'm matching closer, a lot easier. But I get pretty not matching it, like pretty out of whack at the inverted. I think if I can make it to there and stay basically in plane, it will probably get better. Fix that stuff.
All right, Fleur de Lis. Yeah, we ended up on the far runway, which was kind of a bummer. I thought that we were gonna scoot on past it, but I keep forgetting that I've never overshot this turn before. So I just need to do that once to see what it feels like, really. Yeah, we ended up rolling out quite a bit high, so I made the pull up a little slower this time around. The brake felt fine, the rolls felt fine. I was in the right place when we rolled out, just going really freaking fast. So pulled a lot of power out as we were behind crowd. Then sweeping down into it, I waited a little bit longer before we did that. Still had a little bit of an angle, which was fine though, because that gave us a little bit more angles to play with in front of the crowd. Eased the pull and rolled out and pulled us up to 35 a little bit quicker than we have been doing, which felt actually pretty decent considering the fact that we didn't hang out on either of the sets for too long. Ended up leveling us out around 2500. So I think all things considered, the adjustments I made compared to last show were good. No further notes.
Yeah. So there was a increase of pull call that you made halfway around the corner that I received and I got it, but it just didn't anticipate well, so I fell out. So that was a bobble turn. I was able to kind of get it collected by the time we rolled out to go up the hill and got more or less. And then I remembered, I'm proud of this, I remembered that like, oh right, he rolls to 60. So I did that. It'll be interesting to see what it looks like on the, but, and then, yeah, crowd, all the rest.
Alright, on for the loop break cross. Usually you talk about this.
Oh, yeah, sorry. I forgot that we did the whole, you also debriefed the whole over the top thing. Let's see, notes from that. I was a little behind. I said I was in, but then I didn't anticipate the pull and the speed you were carrying, so it took me actually longer from when I said I was in to when I actually got in. And I was carrying a bag of knots, so that got a little spicy, but I was able to collect it, and I was smooth as butter on the rollout going uphill, which felt great. I didn't quite stay in quite as close in the second set. Forgot about rudder thing that happens. Just didn't anticipate it. So that was there's just some bobbles in there that I think fix for the future, but all in all, pretty good. All right, loop across. So yeah, we had some good angles and some like lateral separation from everything, and fortunately I felt like I was able to identify it pretty early, but then I didn't correction quick enough, so we ended up doing a pretty dramatic rollout, and I like that to be a little smoother and just a hair slower. But we were on parameters much more so than we have been at the show site thus far. However, I think the pull and maybe my ease over the top meant that we ended up rewrite, which just made all the outbound calls like cattywampus all get out. I was like going fast and I was way behind, and I was kind of trying to fix stuff because I mean we did the ready break, and then by the time I smoked off, I was at like basically 0 nautical miles from center point. It's like there is no way. Like he's going to be at 1.5 miles probably by the time I get to 1 mile, or the 0.5 if like that's the way they are. So I tried to bring in speed to do it, but I don't know if that was helpful or not. So I think I just need to hit my better in the future. But I think the major correction there needs to be like either don't ease over the top or less, I don't know, less pull initially or something, because like we ended up pretty far right. We haven't been that far right in a while. Yeah, inbounds were more or less fine, felt like. And I said 1 or 200 because I was worried about something, maybe like a crane or something. And so I think that was why I decided to do that. But we didn't. We could have done 150. But yeah, beyond that, no further than that.
I cleared well from the fleur-de-lis portion and got set left and swung back right and was right in formation with you. Yeah, the further the coming right and then the rollout were us a bit of a surprise, but fortunately I've been flying off of your wing as boss for a bit now, so surprises I'm fairly adept at adjusting to. So I was able to stay in pretty well there. Was able to stay in pretty well up the hill. At the vertical, I don't know what happened, but you like your jet just kind of took off low. Maybe it was a like lag spike or something. I don't know, but I ended up dropping out because I climbed over your wing a little bit there, and had to come back in. But was able to get stuck in pretty well after that point. Was able to catch your ease and your pull pretty well, and then the brake was fine. Had trouble finding my angle on the brake, but got that settled, and then was full brakes all the way out to 2.5 miles. The speed adjustments that you made did help, but I don't want you to do them because on principle, which is the principle of the fact that like it would screw up everyone else in the formation. Like I've been able to fix this kind of thing before, so I can do it again. So just fly your numbers as posted, and I'll make the adjustments. Yeah, going over the top was fine, and then inbounds I was pretty much on for. I was a little bit late up until 2 miles, and I got a little bit ahead at 1 mile. And that's why I was early to hit. Yep. I'll leave the rest for the Delta breakout.
Yeah, so Delta breakout was a little late coming left, a little wide, but it ended up working out pretty well. Major note here is that I rolled us out a little low and a little nose low, so we're below the level of the hill, which probably will actually look cool, but it's just dangerous because I couldn't see center point visually. I was just HUD and but yeah, really no further notes beyond set pretty well. We were pretty darn close to on the right angle. So aside from the low altitude up that hill,
Cool. Yeah. So clear from the loop break cross just fine. I was a little bit more measured with my speed this time around, and just didn't worry about getting in until halfway through the turn, which worked out perfect. I got in a good spot, got locked in on your jet, and was able to anticipate pretty much everything, including the rollout, and was flying well line abreast of you for the rest of the maneuver, which will be a bummer because you probably won't be able to see it. But then the brake was fine as well, and clear behind the crowd was also fine for the Delta pitch up brake to land. Yeah, I brought in the circling behind the crowd was fine. Brought in a little bit more right and a little bit more pull to adjust to bring us back down to a decent altitude and a decent speed. I felt like we achieved that. We rolled out a smidge close to crowd, but ended up crossing in front of crowd right on that close runway and at center point. So then rolling up on crowd, I did 375 instead of 380, and that felt better. We had some more yank and bank into it. So yeah, that felt better than the 380 that we had been rolling out on. I carried more speed because that seemed to be one of the reasons why we were struggling, and I'm really glad I did because I rolled out, quote unquote, at 160 and still had some angles to go. So by the time I was 140, I was online, but I had to kind of cheat my way there, which is interesting. Landed hopefully right on the rope. I think I might have caught a wire, if that was a thing that we could do. And the taxi back was fine. No further notes. I'll fix my safeties. I'm glad to be here.
Yeah, Chariot. I had a pretty good join set up. The intercept was looking good. The good, sick. So I just dropped underneath your wing, pulled for all I was tucked in, but I was still carrying too much speed. So then I had to throw out the board, put up, and because of that, I was just a little nervous about getting tucked going nose. So I hung out. Got called that you had 6 to do. I was trying. I also decided to just stay in a couple kind of well clear out set for the turn. Work it in once we got level, which I think was a good move. It would allow me to stay more or less in the right spot in position. Good sight picture the whole way. But because I've never done that before, I didn't have enough of the right inputs to get the take it in spot quickly. So I just got in before you. But I did catch the typical climb over your wing that typically happens. Because I was a little bit wider, see that sight picture. So I think that's other adjustment. Yeah, the rest of the turn and the pretty good. I decided to just fly you fully, but I just trust it enough. And so I got to a point, probably 45 to go. Like, just oh shoot, I gotta pull this work. Ended up having a similar sort of thing. Probably didn't get it more or less until I. But yeah, I was able to hit. Probably would. The AOA was a little shallow. The landing was right. Taxi, good. I think I was just a little ahead of you on the turn to tell, I think, or golf. That's just a matter of that field because I need to be going quite a bit quicker than you and a little ahead of you in order to get tucked right in the night. But I just slightly spot. Yeah, no further notes. So I say glad to be.
Cool. If you are going to leave your mic in that position, can you bump your gain by like 20%?
Sure.
In Discord?
Sure.
Replay.
Hello?
Hello.
Oh, okay. So I went the wrong direction. Okay. How's that?
That's good.
Cool.
It's like, I respect where your mic placement is. But at the same time, your gain gate was cutting in and out.
Yeah. I'm actually gonna.
So.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Hello.
Oh, that's quiet. Very quiet.
Well, that's because I moved it away from my mouth. It's about half a finger's width away from my mouth, whereas before it was touching my bottom lip. That's so annoying. I I really would like to throw this thing out the window right now. Okay, it's touching my bottom lip again. Hopefully that will make sure that things are okay. It is annoying me.
Or
But
still not.
we'll fiddle later.
Yep, that should be. All right, because yeah, that'll. Oh, I should probably show this.
Yeah, I'm not seeing anything.
Yep, that would be good. Juliet.
Pulled like basically straight vertical on this thing.
There he goes, folks. Me trying to adjust all my stuff. Come back in for the inverted.
Well, right, well, right.
Yeah, never quite hit it.
That was pretty good. You got there.
Whoa. Didn't feel that extreme in the jet. Yeah, I'm just adjusting too much. I was trying to keep you in this particular spot in the canopy, but it looks a little shaky. Nice job. Just a hair early.
Cool, though.
Yeah, so that's actually dead abeam. Doesn't look like it from here, but it is. That was probably the best timing I've ever had. And spacing, at least in a long time. Nice. He's so early, but the timing of the hit was really good. Well done.
Yeah, dude. It's just, it feels right now. Didn't get the drive. You can see.
Oh, hi. Not too wobbly. Apparently the thing would like even sometimes depart on the third roll. The real one.
Authority.
I mean, that was also with the A model. I don't know if maybe they changed FCS stuff for the C model.
Pull up, pull up.
Pretty good. Yeah, it was about 7 seconds. Not bad. not bad. The hit was basically right over center point.
No, I
the
mean, that was good.
Timing of like the onset of that, like it's not like we were inverted for a really long time or anything.
No, it felt good. I was just...
Yeah.
I wonder if I maintained 60 degrees. I think I was a little nose low.
You'd have to go check
I have
tag
to...
view. Not too bad. We only gained like 1 or maybe 1.5. I smoked on early there too.
Yep.
It's just the overall. I don't think I actually did that bad, but anyway. Anyway.
Oh, really flat pull to the set. Good job.
Oh, thanks, yeah. We're climbing just a hair throughout the entire maneuver, but I was just like, it's fine. I'm not gonna try and jockey and settle it. We just don't have enough time in this thing for me to do an adjustment like that.
Same reason why I stayed separated.
Looks good though.
A little ahead.
You're normally behind and low though, so that's not bad. Cool.
And they were so slow on the roll.
Yeah. It's a really slow roll over the top.
Like, ending the roll.
Oh, interesting.
But it was like... I think they have a lot of authority, and it was just a super slow roll to make it look like it is hard for the jet.
I could do that, but I think it's cooler to make it skid if you can.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Just a little bobble, yeah. Good timing. Should fall out about here.
Yep.
Yep, there it goes. Now, if you're going slower, you probably would roll when you normally would, but you're not going to be as far downrange as you.
But you also have to
normally
roll faster when you're slower. So,
are.
yep. I just didn't want to put any drive in on that rollout behind crowd.
Which I appreciate.
But quite frankly, I shouldn't be thinking about you. It's so hard as boss to just be like, I'm going to hit my numbers and my wingman will be awesome.
Yeah.
Obviously, you can do things to shake wingman off. But...
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Alright, cool. I figured out a site picture reference for this.
That's good.
I don't know if they use it, but there's a line on the bottom of your jet in front of the nozzles that I put the canopy bow on.
Huh. It looks like a 4-set. One of the many.
Got a little out there.
Nice work.
Have you gone back and watched the timings on those? They're horrifying, dude. Like, I just believe.
There's that moment.
Yeah, I shouldn't have eased. I think that's what did it.
It's very...
Yeah.
But yeah. Yep. Bummer!
Just barely.
Oh, we went so low! We're behind the balloon.
We're like dead on though. Look at that angle. That's pretty cool. Good split too.
Yeah, dude. Overbanked a little bit, you can tell.
Still, that's really good. That's really good. It does help that there's that taxiway to line up on. Like, it's a pretty good like ground reference for getting that right, that angle right.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't get to see my cool rejoin. Bummer. Sad.
Nice job. Looks good.
Thanks.
So much nose stuff goes on with this jet as you're coming around that corner.
Yep.
Is that why you're trying to land on the boat, too?
If you aim for like a 13 to 18 second group
Maybe.
time, though, that is not. I don't know. There's a little bit of stuff you have to do, but it's not too bad.
Early. Wire early.
With a field landing, there's only one wire.
Yep.
So if you're gonna make a mistake, make it an early mistake. So you said you were gonna go well clear on Bravo, so I was all ready to do that, and you said stay on your wings, so I was caught out by that. I forgot. I'm gonna be a little close to you. Yep. Just a smidge.
Love watching our little heads moving around.
Alright.
Alright, that's that.
Cool stuff.
Yep.
Cool stuff.
What else, if anything, would you like to do tonight?
I think I had better go to bed.
All
I
right.
want to fly more because it's fun, but I'm very tired and I'm pretty sure tomorrow will be a disaster if I stay up. So
Alright, sounds good.
I'm going to call it.
Well, that was fun, though.
Yeah, for sure.
All right.
Thanks for watching, everybody.